Hey guys, before the video starts, I just wanted to let you know that Mega Charlie 159 and I are currently creating a game entitled Vending Machine Mix-Up. The trailer for the game is in the description, the link for the trailer in the game, so by all means check it out, if you wish. I mean, if you don't want to, that's okay, but yeah! Bum 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 bum. The moment you've all been waiting for. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Purple Husky Man. Out of Jimmy's head was awful. We all know it was awful, so let's talk about why it was awful. Now, I think this premise actually holds potential. It plays around with the urban legend that Walt Disney froze his head so that one day he could be reanimated, which, coincidentally enough, is the pilot movie that led into this show. So basically what happens is our main character, Jimmy, gets hit with a train. He needs a brain transplant. So who else but the aforementioned Walt Disney parody knockoff to get the brain out of his frozen head, and give it to Jimmy. However, the son of Milled Appleday, that's the name of the Disney knockoff, does not like that Jimmy has the brain and wants to keep the brain to himself. And that kind of makes sense, you know? I mean, it's his son. He wants his dad's head to be frozen so that his dad can come back alive one day, you know? So I kind of like the premise, in all honesty. Oh, and also, a side little tidbit, the cartoon characters Milled Appleday created appear from Jimmy's brain when he got transplanted. Remember when I just brushed off the idea of him being able to see cartoon characters as an interesting little tidbit? Well, that's because that's all it is. It rarely plays into the plot at all. There are occasional times where they actually do something. Speaking of doing something, you know what doesn't make a whole lot of sense? These are like things only Jimmy could see from coming from his brain, right? So it wouldn't make much sense for them to really interact or affect anything else in real life, but they do. You see various times them biting people, affecting different events that happen. It's very weird. But anyway, so there's that, and then we have Jimmy's friends, which Robin, okay character, just a shallow, not really developed love interest. We have Jimmy's dad, don't know his name. I don't remember his name, I'm sorry. He's the school counselor, because we need to make everybody who works in the education system look stupid. We have his sister Yancy, an alien. That makes sense, right? This show wasn't already crammed with surrealism enough. We have his mother. That's fun. She's an astronaut. So that's how he got the alien sister. Then there's the alien sister's boyfriend, who's a werewolf, I think. And then we have the son of Milt Appleday, Sonny, who would be an interesting villain if they just didn't turn him as to comic relief and having him never really interact with Jimmy. And also, okay, I get that in the show, their little joke, like every single teen sitcom ever made, is that the adults are dumb. But would the parents really be this dumb to get a guy that's trying to kill their son, basically, by taking out his brain? What parent would be dumb enough to let that person live in their house? Think! Now it's time for improvements. What could have made Out of Jimmy's Head watchable? First of all, I changed his alien sister and just make her a regular girl. A lot of the jokes they do with her are just something you could do with a regular teenage girl. Second, I wouldn't put the laugh track in. Eventually, halfway through the show, the network realized this show wasn't funny at all and put a laugh track in. Just leave it how it was. I mean, sure, nobody was laughing at it still, but at least we didn't have an annoying laugh track. Third, I'd make Sonny a more threatening villain. I mean, he's trying to steal this kid's brain. Seriously, you could make this guy threatening. But instead they turn him into a laughingstock. So, I'd say that we could make him a little darker. Maybe give him some more depth and drama, instead of just making a campy, cheesy villain. Fourth, make the parents a little bit intelligent. Like, there's one episode in particular where the dad mistakes Jimmy for a robot, which could work if the robot actually looked like Jimmy. Instead, it's a gray robot, a gray, like, silver robot, and the only similarity it really has is Jimmy's hairdo. I get it. Every teen sitcom ever made has done this little trick where all the adults are stupid and the kids look smarter. Which is why maybe we could have a teen sitcom where it's changed up a bit. Maybe the adults could actually play some role of authority. And finally, have the cartoon characters play a more important role, instead of just being little throwaway jokes you use every once in a while. Actually have them play an important role in the plot. Like maybe it's conflicting with Jimmy because he can't decide whether he wants to hang out with his friends or take care of the cartoon characters he's seeing from his brain. Well, there's my review on Out of Jimmy's Head. And, I actually think this is Cartoon Network's best live-action show. I know a lot of people consider this Cartoon Network's worst show, but I say this is their best live-action show. Because at least it was trying to connect itself to cartoons, as lazily as it was. So, overall, purple! Wait, who is that? It's me, Oldly Designed You! We have to wrap up Cartoon Network Month with an epic conclusion. So join me as we go back to the future, past, actually. What? No time to explain! Come with me!
Whoa, this is heavy.
Let's see if you can tell what's wrong with this picture. The chick from Planet Attitude is my sister. My mom could help, but she's in space at the moment. Dad isn't qualified to counsel a donut. Bam! I didn't see that train. Now I've got cartoons coming out of my brain. No one can see them, so it's hard to explain it. I'll keep my head when there's a freak trying to claim it. Till then, if I can make some new friends and not go off the deep end, I bet I'm out of my head.